Hey everybody, welcome to my quick video on my Bonafide XTR130 fishing kayak. If any of you have gone down this rabbit hole like I have, you'll find that you probably spent more money than you intended to. It gets away from you fast. And the first question people ask is, why'd you spend so much money on a kayak when you could have bought a boat? And the answer for me is, I already have a boat. Great for boat things, but the kayak's taking me to very different places. I'm in Florida, I'm on a saltwater canal, and just up the stream for me is wide open Tampa Bay and some mangrove areas and some really cool fishing areas that are very shallow. So places the boat can't get to, kayak's perfect for it. One thing you'll also notice is this little blue device. I am not very great at fishing. It's a little bit boring for me, probably because I'm not doing a lot of catching. So I need a little more action in my life, and I have a background in hunting. So I've outfitted this thing to be not only fishing, but alternative fishing. This is an air rifle. I've got a red dot on the front, so primarily at night, I'm out looking for flounder or whatever, see the fish, shoot the fish, grab the little cord, and 350-pound test, reel in that fish. There's a little release to release the barbs. So that's my primary mission with this. I do have fishing rod holders on here, and I have fishing rods, but I've yet to catch anything doing that method. Still learning that route. Using this is going to be primarily at night. So you'll see I have a little rig up here for underwater lights that I've built. This is just a 7x7 waterproof box that I can open and use. When I'm running to get to my little hidey holes, this comes up and I drop a peg in, so it's completely out of the water, out of the way. But when I get to where I want to go, drop that in, I can angle it. So the theory is I stand on the bow and hold on to the handle if I need to. Again, I'm in some potentially big water. I'm not on rivers or small lakes. I have big boats on my water. I've got cruise ships coming by, and they can cast quite a wave. So even if it's not a bad weather day, big waves can come around. I wasn't comfortable just hanging out in the breeze here without without some protection. So I am going to also print. 3D print a little holster here for the Garmin remote control for my Force Current. Haven't added that one quite yet. So back to the lighting, I can actually pull these four wing nuts, and this plastic plate comes off, so this whole thing goes away. The waterproof box stays mounted to the bow-mounted trolling motor spots. Obviously nav lights, and I've got an anchor light in back, you'll see. I'll probably take this plastic, this is just HDPE, I'll probably replace that with an aluminum piece that's a little stiffer once I start enjoying more of this. So let me take you for a quick tour for the rest of it. Again, I'm on a saltwater canal. I can go that way, I can go that way. I don't trailer this, it's on a kayak lift, so I just drop it in the water. So starting in the back, Garmin Force Current. With the latest firmware update, I think I'm on 2.5. I'm getting about 5.5 miles an hour. You'll notice that in the beginning of this video, I am not a skinny kid. I weigh about 225. So if you want to know how fast yours would go with the Garmin, there's your reference point. The YakPower boxes on the back. I did not want to modify my kayak too much. So for mounting this thing, I did the Yak Hobby scupper hole plugs, really just to even out the level here. A lot of people say drop these fishing rod holders down a couple inches to level it out. I did that, but I also 3D printed a couple of longer legs for the front. So this thing is level, and with 4 points of contact, definitely very stable. What holds it down, not bolted in place, what holds it down is bungee cords to the original battery box pegs, and then just the hooks that come with the box hang onto the handle. On the front of that, I've got a on-off switch, battery on-off switch that is also push to reset 40 amp breaker, all in one device. So pretty slick little device there. You'll see the anchor light on the back plugged into my YakPower. Under the covers, I've got a 24 volt battery for the Garmin, 100 amp hour, This thing runs for hours and hours without needing a recharge. I've got an extra little breaker over here, a little 3D printed little plate to mount these things to. Extra little breaker for the battery charger and the nav light, or I'm sorry, the anchor light, which comes into the box on this 4-pin quick disconnect. So I can disconnect that, I can disconnect the Garmin and pop this whole box off in a few seconds. Moving forward from there, the Yak cushion seat cushion for my sensitive tuchus, and you'll see the tool holder. I've actually gotten the one that mounts to the seat. I tried the one that mounts to the rail here, but I kept like hitting things as I would turn the seat and swing my legs around. Cup holder, so that's nice having it tour with you. Fishing rod holders for when I am trying to fish. Love the Garmin foot pedals with the heading hold and the anchor lock. There is my YakPower control remote, so the buttons on there make sense, along with the YakPower. So that holds my cell phone along with being able to charge it wirelessly. Pretty slick stuff. I have one back here hooked to nothing. I don't know, as long as I was running wires, I ran a wire. Also, real quick in the back, I do have a USB-A, USB-C plug here in case I want to run a GoPro from back here off a pole. I'll plug it into that. And then also you'll see a little chrome hole there. That is the exit for my bilge pump. That's on the 12-volt side as well. So I've yet to get a decent amount of water in here, but I mean, this has been sitting out in the boat lift, overnight and weeks at a time, and it rain and everything else isn't really filling this boat. But you just never know with the weather if bad things happen. So bilge pump it is. There's the Garmin. That's the 12-inch. That's the Ultra 2 hooked to the Force Current. I went with the scupper hole mounting for my transducer. So that's the 3-way, the down and the sides scan. So on the touch screen, I will run, basically the left half is the fishing map with contours. The top half will be the down scan, and this one will be the side scan. And then right in the margin is touchscreen controls for the motor as well. Pretty slick. Yeah, and then you'll see on the lighting, I don't like having lights, those little round lights shining directly in my eyes. So this one is in there, and with the cover down, it's just enough glow out the bottom to feed the boat. On the front, I've got another light mounted to the bottom seat rail. Again, they're just on because the YakPower is sending light to them. But this kind of gives a nice ambient glow to the whole boat. Plenty of light to see what you're doing without just shining in your eyes and ruining your night vision. Under the front little hidey hole is the 12-volt LI Time battery with a quick disconnect there, along with a big circuit breaker for that battery, and the dual charger, 12 and 24 volt for both batteries, along with the YakPower main control area. So yeah, both these batteries are Bluetooth, so from my phone I can monitor their progress on discharge. It hasn't been an issue. I've come back when the 12-volt battery is still at 90% and the 24-volt is like 70% after being on for hours. But someday I'd like to integrate that so those battery levels just show up on the Garmin screen. And then in the very front, here's the quick disconnect for the front lights when they pop off with a little cover, and then a little hole to plug the extension cord in to recharge both batteries. And then I guess out here on the dock, I've got an outlet for plugging all of that in. So anyway, I hope this was helpful for some of you trying to do your builds, trying to figure out what you want to do. Yeah, good luck out there.